So this is 5.4 applications, no, max min problems. What do we call this? Modeling and optimization, apologies. I am going to run through the problems. The biggest problem people have is, well, I didn't know how to do that, or that I was supposed to do that. That I really can't help with. I don't look at these and say, oh, well, obviously we have to. I play with them and open work that things go. The sum of two non-negative numbers, x plus y, is 20. Find the numbers that the sum of their squares is as small as possible. Sum of their squares. So the function is x squared, sum of their squares, plus y squared. Well, let's take this and turn it into y equals 20 minus x, and turn this into x squared plus 20 minus x squared. This is going to be x squared plus 400 minus 40x plus x squared. So my function is 2x squared minus 40x plus 400. F prime of x, 4x minus 40, x equals 10. Plug in 0, it's non-negative, so it really should be 1. I get negative. Plug in 11, I get positive. So that is indeed a min. So find the numbers of some of their squares is small. Find the numbers. X is 10, therefore y is 10. So the answer is 10, comma 10. X equals 10. Y equals 10. It's not a bad idea to check this. Let's try 9 and 11. 9 squared is 81, 11 squared 121. Yeah, that'd be bigger than 10 times 10. Interesting problem. Largest possible area for right triangle was hypotenuse 5. What are its dimensions? Probably going to be a 45, 45, 90, but let's go find out. So we'll draw it in over here. Come back and make sure we're happy about it in a minute. 5. Right triangle, hypotenuse 5. What are its dimensions? Well, let's call this x. And then x squared plus this thing equals 25. Take square root of both sides. We get 25 minus x squared. People are always a little freaked out by how I do that. So just check it out. Square this, you get 25 minus x squared plus x squared. You get 25, square root is 5. Okay, we want largest possible area. So I will call it an area because it is an area. I didn't up here because it was something else. 1/2 x times 25 minus x squared to the 1/2. Derivative a prime of x equals, interesting, leave it, derivative don't forget chain rule. Plus, leave that one, and derivatives. So we get 1/2 25 minus x squared to the 1/2. And I've done enough of these that I'm fairly confident we want to go with the common denominator. So I'll go with 25 minus x squared to the 1/2 over 25 minus x squared to the 1/2 equals, I got a 1/2 in both terms. So I'll just slap it on the bottom. 2 square root of 25 minus x squared. The top is x, 2's over there, x. So x that's in this one, squared. I was throwing it in the other one. That was upsetting to me. Times x squared, put the 1/2 down here, put the half down here, plus 25 minus x squared. Negative. Easy to get lost, shouldn't make shortcuts. Negative 2x squared plus 25 over 25 minus x squared. At the top, negative 2x squared plus 25 equals 0. X squared equals 25 over 2. X equals 5 over root 2 equals 5 root 2 over 2, which means this is a 45, 45, 90. So what's the largest possible area? What are its dimensions? So they are 5 root 2 over 2, and the area equals 1/2. 5 root 2 over 2 is going to be 2 over 4 is 1/2. Another 1/2 is 4, 25 fourths. Gail. Show that among all rectangles in 8 millimeter perimeter, one of the largest is a square. We've done this several times, but hey, why not? X, X, Y, Y, 2x plus, that was weird, 2x plus 2y equals 8. X plus y equals 4. Y equals negative x plus 4. Area equals x times y, but we'll write in negative x plus 4 equals negative x squared plus 4x, a prime of x. Never did check this as a max up here. Should have put 5 root 2 in and seen what happens here. Yeah, it's a max because the top is going to be, let's go with a smaller number than 5 root 2 over 2. 5 over 1.4, it's like 3 and change. Let's put in 1. That's going to be positive, positive. Put in really huge number, it's going to be negative. So it's a peak, that's a max. Equals negative 2x plus 4. Plug in 1, you get a positive. Plug in 3, get negative. It's a max. So this is 2, 2, 4, 6, 8. Nice. Ooh, diagram, slick. Rectangle scribed inside or right isosceles hypotenuse, 2 units long. Express the y coordinate in terms of p. So let's write an equation for this line AB. It hits at isosceles right triangle. So I'm gonna do this. 2 over root 2, which is 2 root 2 over 2, which is root 2. So this is root 2. So that's the length of the line. I probably didn't need to do that, but it's cool. The height, actually I did need to do that. This is 1, that's root 2, 1 squared plus x squared. And we'll call it y squared because that's what it's going to be, equals 2. Y squared equals 1. Y equals 1. That seems awfully weird, but no, it isn't. That's a 45, 45, 90. So 1, 1. So B is 0, 1. Can't believe I could not figure that out. What are you going to do? M equals, let's go top to bottom. A is 0, 1. 1, 0. M equals 1 minus 0 over 0 minus 1 equals negative 1. Y minus 1 equals negative 1. X minus 0. Y equals negative x plus 1. There's my equation. Express the y coordinate in terms of x. So plug in x and I get negative x plus 1. So x comma negative x plus 1. Woof. Express the area of the rectangle in terms of x. Area in terms of x equals 2x times negative x plus 1. Also known as negative 2x squared plus 2x. Large area of the rectangle we're going to have a prime of x equals negative 4x plus 2. Negative 4x plus 2 equals 0. X equals 1/2. All right, so it's 1/2, and then we plug it into the other part. Y equals negative 1/2 plus 1, 1/2. So the bottom dimensions 1 because it's 2x, and then the height is 1/2. Area 1 times 1/2, 1/2. No units. Oh, I just forgot to put all that on the page. Apologize. So I did the derivative, set it equal to 0, got 1/2, plugged that back in to get the y value. And then dimensions are 2 times x, 2 times 1/2, 1, 1/2. There's your area. Sorry about that. Never rush, that's the key. Rectangle is based on the x-axis and upper parabola, this weird thing here. 12 minus x squared. I could find out where it hits the x-axis here, but I don't think I really need to know. Square root of 12, so like 2 root 3, whatever that is, but who cares? All right, so we got this thing going on again. X. And then this point is x comma 12 minus x squared. Okay. What's the large area of the rectangle have? What are its dimensions? This feels familiar. Area of x equals 2x. 12 minus x squared equals negative 2x to the third is 24x. A prime of x equals negative 6x squared plus 24. Negative 6x squared plus 24 equals 0. 24 equals 6x squared, 4 equals x squared. X equals plus or minus 2. We only want the positive because the negative doesn't mean anything in this context. X equals 2. So what are its dimensions? Dimensions 2 comma 12 minus 2 squared is 4, 8. Area well 2 over 4 times 8, 32. Hey, remember to stay on the page this time. $216 square meter units. Ding, 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 ding. Fence divided into 2 equal parts. X, 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 Y. 216 meters, so each one is 108. Sure, whatever. What dimensions? Smallest amount of fence. How much fence will be needed? Okay. X times Y, just because I got to get rid of my Y, equals 216 total area. Therefore, Y equals 216 over X. Sure, why not? trying to minimize perimeter, so we will write perimeter. P of x equals 3x plus 2 times 216 over x. Equals 3x plus 432 x to the negative first. P prime of x equals 3 plus negative 432 over x squared. 3 plus negative 432 over x squared equals 0. 3 equals 432 over x squared. X squared equals 432 over 3 equals 144. 12 carry 1, 12 carry 1. Yep. X equals 12. Negative 12 gets crossed out because we don't care. Because it's a real problem and negative doesn't help us. If x equals 12, y equals 216 over 12, which is 18. And our dimensions. $12 meters by 18 meters. Fence. 3 times 1236 plus 2 times y36, 72 meters. Love these problems. Open rect top retaining tank with square base. 1 feet deep is built in, top flush with the ground and catch runoff water. Consider the tank involved not only the material, but also an excavation charge. Total cost is what value is x, y, z. Minimize it. This looks hard. Square base x and y. All right, I gotta go do this kind of stuff. Equals 1125 units, units, units. Don't forget the units. Therefore, y equals 1125 over x. Sure, whatever. Cost is 5 times x squared plus 4x, 1125 over x. Cancel, cancel. Oops. X squared. Keep that. Keep that x, get rid of that. So C equals 5x squared plus 5 times 4 is 20, which is 10, which is 11,250 doubled. I forgot the last part of my equation. Plus 10x 25 over x squared. Very upsetting. Trying to go too fast. Never go fast. Well, now we can slide these together. So that was 2250, and this was 2250. No. It's just 11,250. So 11,250 plus 2250 is 33,750. I'll have to do the work. 4 times 5, so 10, 2, 22,500. That's where I'm getting lost. X to the negative first plus 11250, x to the negative first. C equals 5x squared plus 33,750. There's a negative in here when I do a derivative. I haven't done my derivative yet. 33,750, x to the negative first. C prime equals 10x minus 33,750 over x squared. Set equal to 0. Cross multiply, divide by 10, I get x cubed equals 3375. X equals, shockingly, 15 feet. So y equals 1125 over 15 squared equals 5 feet. Crazy math, crazy, crazy math. The theta maximize trial angle, it's going to be 90 degrees. What else is new? So A, B, theta. The height of this thing equals sine of theta is height over A sine of theta. Wow, I'm doing math. The area equals 1/2 the base times the height, which is A sine of theta. A and B are constants. Theta is a variable. So when we do a derivative, we do it with respect to theta, which means AB over 2, just a constant, cosine of theta. Set AB over 2 cosine of theta equal to 0. Yeah, that works. Pi over 2, theta equals pi over 2, also known as 90 degrees. Now you could actually say it also was at 3 pi over 2. We're going to cross it out because that would go all the way around to 270. It's kind of pointless. So theta equals pi over 2. A lot of work for a pretty straightforward answer. I don't know about that one. Oh, I love these problems. Sorry, I'm a geek. I don't know what to tell you. Jane's 2 miles offshore. Reach Coastal Village. Row, walk, push a ladder boat, reach village in the least amount of time. Here's Jane in her boat. Two miles away. Here's her home. Should we get a fireplace, a little smoke going out. Door. Put a happy person in there, but can't draw that small. She's going to hit somewhere. We don't know where. Could be at 6, could be at 2. So X is how far over she should hit. Distance equals rate times time. And time, therefore, equals distance over rate. Why did I do that? Beats me. I think I need that later. Let's see what's going on over here. She's going to row. Two squared minus x squared. She's going to walk 6 minus x. Yeah, that'll do. So let's go t of x. The time it will take will be, I gotta think about this for a second. Oh, the distance, yeah, okay. Time is distance over rate. Root 4 minus x squared, that's the distance over the rate. 2 plus 6 minus x, that's the distance, over 5. T prime of x equals 1/2 4 minus x squared. So that's 4 minus x squared to the 1/2. 1/2 out front, negative 1/2 bring it down, times negative 2x, that whole chain rule thing. Let's get rid of our 2's. Wow, that's crazy. That's a plus. Plus, sorry, just realized it. Okay. Minus derivative of 6/5 to negative 1/5. All right. Just loaded 2 up there. I gotta think about this. Oh, I forgot the other. Yeah, there's still a 2 down there. That's the 2 there. I thought that was part of the problem. That's part of this problem. Let's get that out of the way. So 1/2. All right. So x over 2 root 4 plus x squared minus 1/5 equals 0. X over 2 root 4 plus x squared equals 1/5. Five x equals 2 root 4 plus x squared. 25x squared equals 4 times 4 plus x squared. 21x squared equals 16. X squared equals 16 over 21. X equals plus or minus 4 over root 21. I have no idea what just happened. Where should she land her boat? Well, I got the x. There it is. So we get rid of the -1 because we don't need it. So x equals, calculator, 0.873. Find dimensions, right circular cylinder. Next one, describe the sphere of radius. So up here is 10, 2 miles, 0.73 miles up there. 10. This is the radius. This is the height over 2. Sure, whatever. So h over 2 squared plus r squared equals 100. H squared over 4 plus r squared equals 100 minus r squared minus r squared times 4. That's 4. H equals 2 square root of 100 minus r squared. Whatever. The volume of the right cylinder is pi r squared times h. 2 square root of 100 minus r squared. V prime equals pi r squared times 2 times 1/2 100 minus r squared to the -1/2 times -2r. Plus 2 times pi times r times 2 times root 100 minus r squared. Holy cow, this is a piece of work. Common denominator. It's going to be on the bottom. Multiply this by that. A lot of combinations later, I get negative 6 pi r to the third plus 400 pi r equals 0. Get rid of a 2 pi r. 200 minus 3r squared. Plus this out. I don't really care about the 0. R squared equals 200 over 3. R equals 8.165 centimeters. H equals, from right here, 11.547 centimeters. Volume equals 2418.399 cubic centimeters. If I lost you in here, just remember you're multiplying by root 100 minus r squared over root 100 minus r squared. Then when you set it equal to 0, off you go. Suppose this represents revenue, cost. No, gonna get interrupted here. R prime of x equals x squared plus 1, 2x minus 2x, x squared over x squared plus 1 squared equals 2x to the third plus 2x minus 2x to the third, x squared plus 1 squared equals 2x over x squared plus 1 squared. C prime of x equals 3x minus 1 squared over 3 equals x minus 1 squared. Set them equal. Use calculator. Put this in y1, that in y2, find where they intersect. You'll get x equals 0.294 and 1.525. So you play with it, you put it on that number line, you say the min is at 0.294. Don't want that. The max is at 1.525. So you want to make 1,525 units to maximize your profit.
Good afternoon.
All right, that was done relatively quickly, but I'm actually out of time. So here is the last one. You operate a tour service that offers the following rates, blah, blah, blah. So I wrote it all out. It's probably a little bit off the reservation, but no worries. Revenue is between 50 and 80, 100 times 50 plus yada, yada, off you go. Revenue, cost, going on. All right. You want to bring 67 people to max things out. And then a little bit over the top, what value of A makes f of x a local minimum, point of inflection. So you do first derivative, second derivative, and you go from there. This last one really is an AP quality problem, so don't be surprised if you see something like that. Apologize for running out of time. That's what happens when I try and do things at school. Good luck and happy mathing.